is a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
All righty. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Freed. Alongside of me, Harry Glanz and Alex Nafusi.
Good morning, work family.
Good morning. Happy Passover. Happy Easter, Harv.
Yeah, thank you, Harry.
Everybody out there, it's all good. Nice family time.
Wonderful weekend out there. Of course, we brought in one of our favorite real estate agents, Nicole Moscow from RE/MAX Classic. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. April 4th, 2015. It's definitely a spring day out there. It's going to heat up to about 52 degrees. Not too bad. The sun is shining, so it's sort of a pretty spring day. We got opening day coming up on Monday. A lot of excitement here for home buying season. No, I'm not. I will be at the office. Are you going to be there?
Are you going to go?
I'm not going.
I broke my streak 3 years ago. I did like 16 years in a row opening day, and then I broke it, and now I'm not back.
I used to do that
I'm
too.
not going.
I used to do that too. My son's very angry with me that I didn't give him the tickets, and I have a group of guys I share tickets with, and we sold them. But it's kind of amateur hour, but it's okay.
I'm the bad
I am a card-carrying member of the baseball elite, so I think it's amateur hour down there. But
it's like New Year's Eve.
It's like New Year's Eve. Why am I going down there then? But love baseball.
It's tough to stay away from that, though, man.
It's going to be awesome. Hey, there's a basketball game
It's like the
later
official
today.
pickup of the summer.
Do you hear about that basketball game, Alex?
I'm very nervous about it.
Love
6
it.
o'clock today.
I have bad anxiety about it.
If you'd like to join the show and talk about your mortgage, or if you're going to be buying a house, 248-539-9797. We have lots to share with you. Again, if you're purchasing or refinance, if you haven't refinanced yet, maybe this show will urge you to do that today. There's a lot of great things happening out there, including mortgage rates still at 40-year lows. I mean, maybe even around 2-month lows as of recently. There's a little bit of action in the bond market. The jobs report came out a little bit weak yesterday. And a lot of families got to take advantage of these refinances.
Well, there's an analogy. When you go to a mall and they say, was the mall busy? Yeah, the mall was busy. But are people carrying bags? Are they shopping there? Are they buying things? You can have traffic, but if they're not carrying bags, nobody's doing any business. So on the way in, I said to Nicole, Nicole, I get the feeling it's really busy out there. I mean, it's busy. So you tell me, you're on the street all day long, and the street dictates everything that we do, right? So Nicole says...
It's busy. People are actually buying. They're writing purchase agreements.
Right.
They're putting their houses up. It's busy.
It's just not, it's
not just lookers.
It's just not your office. It's just not our office that's really busy. The street's busy. The market's busy. As you said, Harvey, the sun is shining. The birds are singing. It's a great day for Tiger baseball, Al Kaline. But bottom line is it's busy out there. Commerce is being done. People are buying homes. And it's because in our area, from April 1st through October 31st, that's when people buy houses.
I think one of the really, really cool things that's kind of lit the market up and really pushed values up is a lot of the fill-in building. And I do a lot in Royal Oak, Birmingham, Berkeley, Huntington Woods, Ferndale. That's kind of that's kind of like my wheelhouse. And I mean, I love. Not that I love seeing, the old person's house get knocked down when they die, but I think it's nice to see those houses,
well, it's called progress, isn't it?
It's
called progress.
Moving forward. I mean, the person that bought that house, and listen, anybody that has a nice house, there's that's bought on that street. There's always that one funky house with Jim Bob and his riding mower, mowing a lot by a 110 by 40 lot on a riding mower, leaves it outside all summer. Nobody wants to see that anymore. If you're going to drop $400,000 or $500,000 on a house, no one wants to see that. And I think when you see those houses coming down and the new ones going up, this economy is going in the right direction. The area is going in the right direction.
It's still about location, right? You see this in downtown Plymouth. You see it in Royal Oak and Ferndale, and all these hot cities around Southeast Michigan. Right, out with the old, in with the new. It's exciting. Families want to be in these downtown areas. Hey, Detroit's been making a real big comeback in the surrounding cities. I mean, we definitely went through probably the worst anywhere else in the country. I mean, we are definitely one of the 5 states that really took it on the chin. The recovery's been really generally pretty awesome here. Again, a few cities are still far behind. Of course, the city of Detroit's out of the bankruptcy. The suburbs are booming again. Now
the city council got a raise.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. They're deserving bunch.
Yeah, you're deserving that. Filed bankruptcy and got a raise. That's good.
2015 spring buying season.
H-Glands at Loader Online.
Yeah, right.
H-Glands at Lower
The whole council will call them.
All your complaints.
There's a shortage of inventory out there.
You failed to get a raise. That's fine.
Nicole, there's no doubt. I mean, the homes that I see, I'm driving around. I mean, there's a lot of listings up, but it is that corner house or maybe the one on the main road. I mean, there's some houses that are still, extremely
They're a little harder. Right. They're a little harder to move when they're backing up to the main road, things like that. I mean, it's just a matter of the right buyer and the right price.
Get it out. Definitely get your house listed out there. Get some professional opinions on what you need to do to stage your house properly.
Right. There might be minor repairs that need to be done that can actually detour like someone from buying your house, which may be so minor that your professional real estate agent can just come in and say, hey, this needs to be done, and boom, you can sell it.
So we have a couple new listings. You have a couple new listings that we talked about. One in particular that we know of, Harvey. And you said, I said, are you getting traffic on that property? And you told me that you were.
There's a lot of traffic on the property. A lot of the feedback is it's a beautiful house, but it's a little overpriced.
Okay, great. That's
There you
it.
go.
So when you say, what do you say to your client about that? Do you just come straight out and say, listen, we're getting a lot of activity. We probably
Yes.
could have had an agreement, but.
Yes, that's when I get feedback like that, that's when I sit down or call or approach the client and say, okay, this is what we need to do. This is our next step.
So it's early in the listing agreement. You're probably, 14, 15, 16 days in on the listing.
Correct.
And you're getting a lot of traffic. So what do? It's early in the spring selling season right now. People are looking at the house. I guess it's kind of a mixed bag. And Alex has a thing that, you don't want to list it really high. But
Right.
But
it's not
what's
listed
your
like
feeling on that?
overly high
Well,
either, though.
as
It's
long as
very
someone's
close.
willing to pay for it
Well,
and
right.
make up the difference if it appraises low.
Yep.
You with me?
Right, I am with you, but I still think it needs to be down just a little, just to make that way it will sell.
So the philosophy, some people.
It's not overly priced like
Right.
an abundance.
Okay, so one philosophy is, you know what, Nicole, let them bring in an offer, and then we'll count it.
Absolutely, and I do. When I get feedback like that, I do reply to that agent and say, "Bring an offer.
Right.
Let's see what we can work with."
Yeah, I
do you
like
think-
that angle
so-
versus the insulting me. Is that are we
That's
done with
it.
those
So-
days of don't
Yeah.
insult me? I don't think there's an insult out there.
No,
But
there's
you make
not.
the
But
offer.
don't you
No,
think,
there's not.
But do you think human nature sometimes prohibits people from saying, "Hey, look, they see a house, and let's say it's listed for $389, but it really should be listed for $369.9." Okay, and maybe somebody wants to bring in an offer at $355, $360.
I'm okay with that.
But they won't do it on the $389.9. They'll do it on the $369. You see what I'm saying?
Right, and that's why you need a good agent to
I was just going to
explain.
say a lot of it's because
Yeah,
of the
you,
agent.
you have to have an agent. That, I got to tell you guys, and I like all the realtors I have on my pipeline right now. I enjoy working with, but some of these cats are brand new. They're asking me like, what's an FHA addendum?
Right.
Simple things. I'm like, dude, why am I doing your?
Alex, I had a purchase agreement sent over to me that was not filled in.
Well, hold on.
And she said, I'm new.
Well, but I'm fine with that. And
Yeah.
I'm the first one to say, hey, dude, is this like your second deal? If it is, tell me so I
Right.
know, so I can be more involved in the transaction, do your job for you.
Right, but there's people in the office that can help you fill out a purchase agreement. I just don't see that you should ever send over a blank purchase agreement and ask the
I'm with
listing
you.
agent to
I'm
fill
more
it out
than
for
happy
you.
to help. Just be honest.
You definitely need
Tell
some
me.
experience
I
out there.
mean-
Do you want the person who doesn't have any experience, who hasn't sold and been involved in a lot of transactions,
Right.
negotiating for you? Do they even know the next step? The answers are probably not. So definitely get more professional people involved in your life when you're out there purchasing a home. We've got tons of information to share with you. 248-539-9797. There is a little bit of a lack of inventory out there. We are going to see the bidding wars. We're hearing about the multiple offers. So with that in mind, you must have that approval, not only an approval letter in hand, a plan. What if the house doesn't appraise out? How high are you willing to go? What knowledge do you have on that house in that community? So you know what the bottom line is going to be, and you're going to be able to put a transaction together. Again, 248-539-9797. Always want to hear from you. It's an exciting day in Metro Detroit. It's sort of an exciting weekend. Definitely spring is here. It feels springish out there. 52 degrees a little bit later in the day today. So we're excited. If you're out there searching for a home, you don't have that approval letter, be sure to call Capital Mortgage all day long at 1-800-LOW-RATE. That's 1-800-569-7283. And there's a lot of great news out there, including it's already showing that vacation homes are already up, Harry.
Yeah.
Vacation home sales were up last year, and there's great opportunity still out there for families that really are going to be transformed or turning that into their primary residence.
It's a proven fact. There's no better place to be because people from all around the country have vacation homes in northern Michigan and in the Upper Peninsula. Summertime in Michigan is beautiful. Vacation homes right now in Michigan are selling extremely well, very busy, doing a lot of vacation homes. And, remember when you were growing up, there was always that family that had that house up north.
Oh, yeah.
And they kept it for generations, okay? They've had that house up north. That's all I ever heard growing up. We're going up north. Why can't you play baseball this summer? Well, because we go up
going up
north.
north.
Right.
What do you mean, man? It's baseball season. We play baseball in the summer. You don't go up north. We go up north. Okay. Well, the whole up north thing, if you're from Michigan, that's what you've heard your whole life. We're going up north. Vacation properties are hot. We have the most lakes second to, I think, Minnesota. Let's check that. Fact check me on that. Fact check me on that. All right, but it's beautiful here, and people have always taken advantage. If you're a native Michigander, chances are you know somebody that has a house up north.
All right, find out how you can get approved for a second home or vacation, or maybe your primary residence. When we come back, we'll share all those secrets. 248-539-9797.
97.1 The Ticket.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you need health insurance? More people can afford it now.
Like me.
Which means more people will be preventing illness.
I'm lowering my cholesterol.
And more people will be getting healthy.
I'm losing weight.
The new Healthy Michigan Plan is helping more people get healthy. To learn more, visit healthymichiganplan.org or call 1-855-789-5610. Now you can afford health insurance.
Like me.
Sponsored by the Michigan Department of Community Health and the Michigan Association of Broadcasters.
Pick two. You get to choose.
Through Michigan's Digital Learning Initiative, all public middle and high school students now can enroll and earn credit in up to 2 online courses per semester. There are hundreds of course titles available through schools at no cost to parents.
Information about the statewide catalog of online courses is available from your local school or at micourses.org.
Partnering with Michigan schools, this message is sponsored by the Michigan Department of Education, Michigan Virtual University, and MAB.
Detroit's biggest party is back. It all happens Monday. Grand Circus Park, starting at 10 a.m. 97.1 The Ticket's opening day block party. Fun, food, live music, and cold beer. Don't have game tickets? Catch the game on our big screen at the Bruin View. After the game, the party continues with DJ Ryan Richards. 97.1 The Ticket's opening day block party. Brought to you by McDonald's, Labatt, Weingarts, U.S. Park on Middle Belt Road, and Ballpark Brand.
Welcome to You Spin It to Win It Town. A 50-50 chance for $10,000 town. Greektown Casino Hotel, home of the $200,000 winning wheel. Hourly drawings Fridays in April. Spin the big wheel for a 50-50 chance to win either $10,000 or $1,000. Earn entries now through April 24th. Greektown Casino Hotel, in the middle of everywhere town.
Must be 21 to gamble. Visit GT Rewards for details.
Earnings vary based on your effort.
Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses right here in Detroit? If so, we have an amazing opportunity for you. We're looking for a small group of motivated individuals to join our real estate investing team. You'll learn our simple 3-step system for flipping homes right here in the local area. This is Than Merrill, star of A&E's hit TV show Flip This House. My team and I are looking for a handful of people in the Detroit area who want to learn how to make money flipping houses in your spare time using other people's money. Detroit is a perfect market for my system, and next week I'm holding a free 2-hour educational workshop where you will learn how to make money flipping homes and how to build long-term wealth with income properties.
To get 2 free tickets to Than's workshop, call 1-800-720-6694. Seating is extremely limited. Call in the next 10 minutes and you'll also reserve a free copy of Than's Money for Deals Guide. That's 1-800-720-6694. That's 1-800-720-6694.
For over 20 years, you've trusted Lumber Liquidators to make high-quality, beautiful flooring affordable for everyone. Delivering this value means you get the floor you want at the low price you deserve. So we've lowered prices even more. This week, get stunning espresso Hevea 3/4-inch solid pre-finished hardwood for just $2.99, or natural strand bamboo for 41% less than our competitors, and 18-month special financing. You trust our value, we value your trust. For quality hardwood, see the flooring experts. Visit lumberliquidators.com to find a store near you.
Can't get an open phone line? Use the Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge ticket text at 97136. It's always open. Don't overpay. Get into Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge today.
This Easter, get a boneless carving ham for $3.28 per pound or less. Green beans with oranges and herb butter for $3.98 per pound. And 35-count cluster-baked dinner rolls for $4.98. Join and save. Sam's Club. Life is better in the club.
You can now watch Valenti and Foster live streaming video afternoons 2 to 6 at 971theticket.com.
All right, welcome back to the show. It's 9:16. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Hey, we always take your calls here in the studio, 248-539-9797. Get things going with our first call. We got Barry out in Irish Hills. Hey, good morning, Barry. Welcome to our show.
Hey, how you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I was calling. I had a question. I'm looking to get a second house. I got a pre-approval for a FHA because my debt-to-income ratio, they couldn't get it.
You can't buy a second home via FHA, so that pre-approval's junk.
Right, but so what they're saying is I got to make that second home my homestead and then turn my home into a secondary house.
Yeah, fraud's a great way to go.
Yeah, so somebody's asking you to lie straight out of the box. You got to run away from that person.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can't. I honestly, whoever is telling you to do that, that is so wrong. But I'll let Alex get into that.
Yeah, Barry. I mean, don't say the company on the air, but that person is really they're taking you down the fraud path. And seriously. I'm telling you, man.
You don't want to get wrapped up in that.
You know where you can't enjoy your second home on the lake and go fishing and all that stuff and drink beer on the beach.
Yeah, when you signed those documents and you lied.
Yeah.
Okay,
dude,
that's when you can't enjoy it.
Barry, let me call after the show. Let me sit down and see if I can qualify you for a second home on a regular, legit deal. If I can do it,
that's what I. Yeah.
Listen, partner, please do not go down that road, man. It's just bad, dude.
That'd be great. Yeah, please.
Yeah,
give me a call.
Give me like an hour and I'll call after the show, partner.
All right, good stuff. Thanks, Barry, for the call.
Barry.
That's a good call.
All right. Hey, nothing wrong. We talked about buying those second homes, but do it the right way. Find out how to do it.
It's actually it's a great segue into something that some notes I made during the week. On the radio, there's all these commercials now for the no risk, zero down, get into real estate, work 5 hours a week,
flip houses,
and make
right?
$10,000 a month.
I can't stand that.
Anytime somebody tells you you can do an investment with no risk, they are lying to you. I hope there's
right. If it's too good to be true.
And any advertisers on this show or with CBS, I'm not talking about you. It's
well, maybe we don't do that.
Yeah, I like my job, but
right.
I mean, listen to me, guys. Every major brokerage house in the country, Goldman Sachs, UBS, Merrill Lynch, Fidelity, everything that you look at says investing involves risk. Every single one. All of a sudden,
infomercial.
Some infomercial comes up and says, "Get in with no risk." It is impossible to invest with no risk.
Buy with zero.
That's why it's called an investment. There's a lot of risk in that, and listen, there are professionals that do it, that they have hard times, they lose money on it. There's no guarantee. There's no such thing as a guarantee. It's kind of like those. You're a workout guy. It's kind of like getting a great workout in 13 minutes.
No, it's unbelievable, man. Would you hire
lose 90 pounds in 13 minutes a week? Yeah, it doesn't work.
Would you hire a fat trainer? Like it doesn't make any sense. You have to deal with people that are professionals. I mean, it's
slightly overweight, maybe, but
well, whatever. I mean, I don't want to see people. I don't want to see people go down that road again.
Right.
The 2007, 2008 road. Dude, 2008 sucked. We would sit in this studio and just the vibe of the area.
And how many calls did we get really from 2005? I mean, everyone was buying a rental. They were going to everyone was going to, hey, I'm going to be a landlord. I'm going to buy these rental homes. And they all, not all, but the majority of them walked away from them. They were buying them for 60, 70, 80,000 when they found out they were worth 20. When they find out that they really weren't landlords, they didn't really find out or find out if the people going to rent the place were going to be able to make the payments on time. They were behind. They walked away.
One of the rewarding things about doing this show is I'll get the email that says, I don't get the bad email, right? No, we get good email that says, listen, I listened to you guys 2 years ago. I did what you told me to do, and it's worked out. Thank you very much. Or, listen, I took your advice. I didn't go to that credit repair company, okay? I took your advice. We made our payments on our own, on time, and thank you. We were and 2 years later, we were able to buy a new house. We really appreciate it.
This is like the buyer beware show.
So, it's a consumer advocacy show, and that's just what we do. Okay, here's the bottom line. Somebody tells you to flip-flop your homestead and say this is your primary. You can't. Right. I mean,
I almost swore. I'm glad Gunny's back there with that drop button, because I mean that is the worst thing. And it's like I say, there are a few things I like. I like a steak. I like my red wine. I like playing golf.
They don't serve those in prison.
You know where you can't do any of those things? Prison. I'm
Great.
not even. Why would somebody even tell that guy to say, "Oh, well, what you do
because
is
they
make this."
Wanted to write a mortgage and were desperate for one.
Really? Dude, what are you going to make? He's buying
exactly.
Okay, let's say he's buying a house for $100,000. What are you going to make? $1,000?
Right.
For real, dude?
And commit fraud and go to jail.
Are you serious?
Right.
Hey, we're taking all your calls this morning. 248-539-9797. We got into that conversation about vacation homes, second homes out there. Actually, 2014 is the highest level of second home purchases since 2003. They were up 57% from 2013. So definitely a lot of families there taking advantage of buying that second home. Again, many families, if they're buying them out of state in Florida, they might be segueing into turning those into their primary residence when they retire 3 or 5 years down the road. But yes, initially you're buying them as an invest of some form of a second home, of a vacation home. It could be on a golf course, it could be on a lake, a body of water.
Everybody that has a second home understands, a vacation property understands that it's not for investment purposes. They understand, especially in our area, that's for lifestyle purposes. You want to take your family up there on the weekends. You want to have it for a place for your kids to be with their cousins, their relatives up there. And that's why you do it. All right, you do it for a family place to enjoy the lakes, enjoy the woods, go camping, go hunting. It's a total lifestyle move, right? That's it. You're not buying a place up north for an investment. You might say down the road
nice
10, 15 years, well, this was a great investment.
Right, exactly.
But you're doing it for a lifestyle move, okay?
Absolutely.
To enjoy it, to enjoy the surrounding area,
That's
and be with your friends, your family, and sit around the campfire and sing songs.
That's why
man.
it's
That's
called
what you do.
That's why it's called the vacation home. Last time I checked, vacations weren't free.
No.
Like it's an investment, yes, but I mean, enjoy it. Don't worry about it. And again, the whole point of taking a mortgage and taking a loan is to pay it off. So if you pay it off in 15 years, when you retire, there you go.
Well, and you're creating memories, right? You're creating memories. You're going up there. Your kids
Lifestyle.
remember it.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole thing. Hopefully, you'll keep it in your family for a long time. If not, just enjoy it. Don't worry about it as an investment.
I have some friends whose parents have places up in Caseville, and it's up on the Lake Huron, kind of over the Thumb Park.
Yeah, we know.
I'm telling you, man, going up there like in high school and college with these guys, like on Memorial Day, 4th of July,
Fun times.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Those are like things that you can never.
Right, you can never get back.
I
They're
wish I
good
could forget
memories.
some of those mornings. But
Let's go to Bob out there in Warren. Hey, good morning, Bob. Welcome to the show.
How you doing, guys?
Good morning, sir.
Bob.
Hey, I own a place up north. I built a place up there, and I own nothing on it. And I have a house downstate here with a small mortgage left on it. And my thought was to sell my place up there due to I'm getting up there in age and health reasons too. That sell my place up north, and I wanted to buy a condo, pay cash for a condo down here, and then move into the condo when my wife retires or when we retire, and then rent out my house I have down here.
Okay.
Or should I, take the money from that month, pay off the house out here, and take out a mortgage on a condo? I don't know which is.
Could you sell your house in Warren and the one up north and then
Pay cash for the condo?
Correct.
I could pay cash for the condo by selling the house up north.
I think that, honestly, Bob, I think that's a great way to go, man. I mean, that's the whole, so you're getting up there in age.
Yeah, how old are you, Bob? How old are you?
I'm 60, but I got health issues, so I'm not.
Well, I think a condo's a great way to go. I mean, obviously, you have the association fee, but they're going to take care of all the maintenance on that. I mean, I think it's a great way to go. If you can do it and be debt free, and trust me, like our firm stays in business by writing mortgages. I'm telling you, if you can pay cash for it, go ahead and do it. Be 100% debt free.
I wouldn't be 100% debt free because I still have the mortgage on the house I want to rent out, which isn't much. I mean, there's not much owed on it.
How much is owed on that one?
Probably $30,000.
Okay, and what's the payment on that?
I think they're about $500, $14 a month.
What can you rent it for? How much can you get for rent?
Probably every bit of $8, at least $8.
I mean, so you're going to net $300 a month. Here's the only thing with that, Bob. Listen. I have rental properties. There's a lot that goes into that, and if you get a bad renter in there,
right,
and they tear your house up.
I've been through that before. I've rented too, so I'm trying to use it for a little. I don't have any
you know, I don't have a pension or anything, so I was using it.
Yeah, cash flow.
Try to use it for a little income, you know, with our social
Bob, it's $300 a month. It's $300 a month.
If I were you, got to do what you think is best for you, and that is the least amount of aggravation and hassle for you. Because, like you said, if you have health problems, all that, the last thing you want to do is get into a rental situation where all of a sudden you're taking care of that property more than that property's taking care of you.
That happens often.
Well, let me call after the show, run some numbers for you, and we're going to take care of it, man. Thank you, sir.
All right, we're just getting started here. I mean, definitely getting our feet wet. 926. We want to hear all your calls. 248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
97.1 The Ticket.
For Kate and Peter, remodeling the kitchen on a budget meant thinking creatively about each step along the way. So they met with a loan specialist at First Merit Bank and got a home equity line of credit at 2.99% APR. With no closing costs or application fees, flexible payment options, and continuous access to available credit. Now, Kate and Peter are busy celebrating the kitchen of their dreams and toasting to the money they saved. For details on financing your next big expense, including credit costs and terms, call 800-41-MERIT. That's 800-41-MERIT. Or visit firstmerit.com. First Merit Bank. You first. Subject to credit approval. 2.99% is a variable annual percentage rate. Borrower must have a line of $50,000 or more with a minimum draw of $20,000 at time of closing and set up an automatic payment from a First Merit checking account to obtain this rate. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Opening day is almost here, and if you're looking for tickets, you've got to use the SeatGeek app. It's the best way to save money when buying sports and concert tickets, and it's a 100% free service. SeatGeek searches every major ticket site online and puts them all in one place to make comparison shopping for tickets easy. This week, our listeners can use promo code Terry in the SeatGeek iPhone app and get a $20 rebate with your first SeatGeek purchase. SeatGeek has a couple very cool features. One is called Deal Score that calculates what every ticket in the building is worth, so you know if you're getting a good deal. No other ticketing app can do that. SeatGeek also has an interactive stadium map, so you'll know exactly where you'll be sitting. To redeem your promo code and save $20 on tickets, download the free SeatGeek app from the iTunes Store and enter promo code Terry in the app. SeatGeek will then send you $20 once you've made your first SeatGeek purchase of $100 or more. Download the free SeatGeek app from iTunes or Google Play and enter promo code Terry today. The SeatGeek app is your ticket to opening day tickets in 2015.
Think you're fat? You might just be bloated. Find out by calling now for a free trial of Symbiotics, the new breakthrough that flattens bloated bellies fast. For a free trial, call 1-800-700-8123.
I used to be plagued by pot belly and constant bloating. After taking Symbiotics, my belly flattened and continues to get flatter. My sense of bloating and discomfort is gone.
If you've got a big belly, you might not be fat. You might just be bloated. All-natural, doctor-recommended Symbiotics is scientifically formulated to flatten bloated bellies fast by cleansing pounds of rotting food and toxic sludge from your body. It even eliminates heartburn and acid reflux. So just think how much better you'll look and feel. Think you might be bloated? Call now for a free full-size trial of Symbiotics and see how much flatter it makes your belly. You might be surprised. But hurry, call now while these free trials last. 1-800-700-8123. That's 1-800-700-8123. 1-800-700-8123.
Dr. Berkowitz from Michigan Hair Restoration is back to talk with us more about his groundbreaking hair restoration procedure. First, I have to say, wow, you have a full head of hair over there.
Yes, I had the procedure done about a year ago, and the results are great.
And you know what? No one would ever know. It looks so natural.
Yeah, the procedure my team and I are performing is amazing. There's no pluggy palm tree look. There are no stitches or staples, no linear scar, and the transplanted hair is genetically programmed to grow. You will love your hair and feel more confident.
You know, a lot of guys are concerned with getting back in the gym and losing weight, but this could really do more for their appearance than 100 trips to the gym.
It really can. Many clients have even called this a life-changing event. If any of your listeners have even thought about hair restoration, I would love to help them.
Guys, it's time to take the hat off. See Dr. B and really change your look. Visit drb4hair.com. That's Dr. B, the number 4 hair.com. Mention this ad and learn how to save $500. Hey, basketball fans, TuneIn is your home for NCAA March Madness. Listen to every minute of every game from Westwood One, wherever you are, with the free TuneIn radio app or on TuneIn.com. TuneIn. This is Real Radio.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by the Mark Z Home Selling Team. Final four in Indy today, 6:09 on CBS Sports Radio 1270. Game one, Michigan State a 5-point underdog to Duke, who beat State by 10 back in November. Game two, Kentucky against Wisconsin. Of course, the Cats 38-0. Pistons fall to the Bulls 88-82. It's the Michigan spring football game today right here on The Ticket. Our broadcast begins at 11:45. Tigers fall to the Rays at 11-5. They also send left-handed relievers Blaine Hardy and Kyle Ryan to Toledo. Tigers in Tampa today, their final spring game. Twins starting pitcher Eric Santana, make that Urban Santana, won't be around for 80 games due to use of a banned substance. Wings and Wild on the road in Minnesota tonight, 6:40 here on The Ticket. From the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
97.1 The Ticket, where real men come to play.
All right, welcome back to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. We are definitely going to give you another 30 minutes or so worth of the Hardcore Mortgage Talk. 248-539-9797. We'd like to hear from you. Again, you can always send us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com or call Capital Mortgage all weekend long. Get that approval letter in hand or refinance your home if you haven't quite done that yet.
Yeah, happy Easter, happy Passover, happy family time to everybody out there.
Yeah, it's a great weekend here.
Happy family time.
Got opening day on Monday, and there's a lot of family action. Of course, the Michigan State game coming up at 6 o'clock. Red Wings tonight also. There's a lot going on here on 97.1. And the Michigan spring game is this afternoon. So there's tons of sports in here. Whatever that means, exactly. Hey, have you not refinanced your house yet? Do you have equity in your home? You could probably refinance to a better program. Many clients now are coming to us and switching from the FHA mortgages that they got in the last few years into conventional loans. They definitely have these PMI choices nowadays, Alex.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether you have some 20% equity or if you have to do a lender-paid PMI program, cash out refinances to consolidate debt, pay off your property taxes, income tax time. Maybe you just met your CPA and he says, hey, you owe the government $2,000-$3,000. You probably have that equity in your house.
If you have to refinance to pay the government $2,000, you have much deeper issues than your $2,000 tax.
You know what's really cool that we overlooked, though, Harry, is closing costs in Michigan on a refinance transaction throughout the nation. They're very low here.
Low, that's right.
Very low here. And people don't even realize that other states, to refinance a loan, the fees are $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. Here, they're just about $2,000, probably half of what they are in several states across the country.
Yeah, well, Michigan is one of those states that it is reasonable. Florida, where there's no state income tax, they make all their money on when mortgages are transferred, when deeds are recorded, and things of that nature. So Florida is expensive. But
they have a tax stamp.
Yeah, but here's the bottom line. Bottom line is you have to do the math when you refinance. If you can recoup those costs within a reasonable period of time, the old rule of thumb used to be within 2 years. But it depends on how long you're going to stay in the house. If you're going to stay in the house for 10 years and you can recoup the cost in 3 years, why wouldn't you do it?
Right.
So that's why one of the first questions our people will ask the general public will say, listen, how long do you plan on staying in your house?
Also, other things you can do of roll in those closing costs. You don't necessarily have to come out of pocket for them. There's also opportunities to do lower closing costs or even zero closing costs. You could take a slightly higher interest rate, and if your loan amount's high enough, you might even be able to avoid those costs and have the lender pay for them.
It's great that Harry said, how long you plan to stay in the house, and it's one of the things. One of the calls that drives me nuts sometimes, and obviously I'll take all your calls, but what's your rate? Well, time out. Let me listen first before I start firing off what rates are. Right. How long are you going to be in the house? What are your goals? What are your objectives? What's my rate? You could do a 10-year fixed in the low threes, no problem. Right. You could do a 5-year arm, probably below 3. I don't know. I haven't looked in the last couple of days.
Let's put it out there right now. We get somebody 2.5 on a 30-year fixed rate right now.
Sure.
If they want to pay 10 points, I'm good with it. But that's not what it is.
$20,000.
There's a cost associated with those things. There's also, when people call and say, what's your rate? What's your credit score? What's the loan to value? How long have you been on your job? How much money do you make?
There's so much government oversight now that everything is tiered. You know, there's your credit score 760 and up, loan to values X, your rates Y. But our job has gotten so boring. It becomes like it's like almost like data entry. And it's like I tell my clients, like, so hey, if I talk about golf or the Red Wings or the Tigers, that's why, because everything's just black and white now.
Well, it's like the NBA draft. It's like the salary cap. If you're a first rounder, 1 through X, you get X. If you're 5 through 10, you get Y. If you're 10,
how credit scores impact your interest
credit
rate.
scores. Okay, it's a tiered situation.
The days of making a spreadsheet and calling 70 lenders, you're wasting your time because you're going to get the same thing within an eighth to a quarter point and a few $100 in closing costs. All you're doing is picking someone you want to talk to for 30 days. It's going to close your transaction on time and be nice to you.
Yeah, deal with honest and people and a name you can trust.
You're killing yourself. We used to say that there were people that would go ahead and they would call 10, 15 lenders. It was kind of like back in the days when ABC, Highland, and Freda were around. People would go ahead and they would drive and spend all day on Saturday driving around to 3 or 4 appliance stores to save $20 on a washer or dryer.
It's like people that
you burn more gas doing that.
It's like people that wait in. I mean, I love Costco. It's like people that wait in line at the gas station at Costco to save 10 cents. Like what? Like what's your time worth?
I do love Costco. 248-539-9790. Someone go out.
I got a feeling we're going to get a lot of calls and a lot of emails on those last statements.
Hey, Paul and Warren. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Go ahead, Paul.
Hi. Good morning.
Morning,
Paul. So my wife and I, when we moved here from Virginia, Williamsburg. We have a house there. When we got here, we secured the home that we bought with the VA loan.
Cool.
And what I'm wondering is we're looking to upgrade, basically get out of the house in Warren that we have. And I'm wondering, is there a process that we do? Like, can I re-secure another VA loan?
You can't have 2 VA loans at one time. You'd have to sell your current residence and then utilize the VA loan again. You can do that.
And still go zero down.
For that.
Yeah, the VA funding fee is a little heavy when a second time around. That's the problem. They increased that VA funding fee over 3%. So if you buy a $200,000 house, you got $6,000 worth of funding fee on top of that. If you have 5% down, I'd like to see you maybe go into a conventional loan this time around.
Okay, so that'd probably be a better way then.
Well, I think it'd be a little easier if you want to buy the house prior to selling your old one. You're going to have to go that route. Can you time it where you can sell yours and buy the new one after you sell yours?
I'm trying to time it where I sell the Williamsburg house in Virginia and this one at the same time.
Okay.
And then that gets me out from my VA loan, her out from her VA loan. We're both in the military.
Yeah.
So
okay. Awesome. Yeah, Paul, I'd love to work with you.
Try to do that.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's a great train of thought. You got to sell your existing properties before you enter into that third one.
I love taking care of our veterans. There's nothing I can do to thank you guys enough. And let me call after the show, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Yeah, that sounds great. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you, sir.
Paul. Thanks for the call, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
248-539-9797. Hey, if you're a military person, find out how you can purchase a house zero down. Again, the VA program's awesome. You just give us a call, Capital Mortgage. Bring in your certificate of eligibility, your DD-214, a few other documents. You can purchase zero down. There's all sorts of these great opportunities out there that so many families really just have to take that initial step. You know, again, it's just picking up the phone and finding out what does it even cost to purchase a house? What's the process? It beats renting, that's for sure.
I love the VA loans, and I just, one of the guys that was on my team, Nick Ostrowski, he comes to my office a couple years ago, and he's like out of the blue, and he says, "Hey, Alex, I joined the Air Force. I'm going to the pararescue something,
right?
Whatever." And I'm like, "God bless you, man. Good for you. I wish you wouldn't leave, but whatever." Ends up tearing his abdominal muscle off his pelvis, jumping out of a plane or something, like some crazy, something crazy. Anyway, he's back with us now. I like to call him, he's our VA specialist guy. He's a veteran. He was, he's honorably discharged, and good for him, man. I can't say enough good things about him.
Yeah, he's taking care of a lot of his fellow soldiers, which is awesome.
The cool thing was we watched his swearing-in ceremony. It was down at Joe Louis Arena.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So we were at a Red Wing game, and sure enough, who comes rolling out? Nick and about 150 of his closest friends, and they got sworn in to the military, and it was a very proud moment.
Yeah, those are touching.
Very cool.
Nick went from about 5'7" and 160 to 5'7" and 190.
Oh yeah, he put on some muscle.
I don't know what they feed those guys. He is a large dude now.
248-539-9797. We have some open lines. We'd love to hear from you. Again, or call Capital Mortgage all day long.
Hey,
1-800.
Alex touched upon government oversight, regulation, everything. Did you want to touch upon some new disclosures?
Well, we do have the new information coming out on August 1st, Harry. What they did was, and they keep confusing families out there, is they took the Truth in Lending form,
yes,
disclosure forms, and the Good Faith faith estimate forms, and they're combining these together and going to call it a loan estimate. So there's a lot of significant changes coming really in the next 3 months. It doesn't really affect the consumer other than the fact that there's some additional paperwork and some other ways to look at these documents.
Here's my take on it. And because I've been designated the guy that's got to teach this to you guys.
Right.
Okay. What the government did was they combined the two documents and they said, listen, the till and the good faith estimate are going to become one document, which is now going to really confuse consumers. And basically, they're going to go ahead and say, listen, no changes can be made without redisclosure. So any last minute changes, and I think the people that really have to understand this, okay, are the title companies and the realtors and builders. Okay, so at the last minute, you can't make changes without redisclosing, and then another 3 business days have to go by. But when we come back, we'll discuss it a little bit more in depth. But those last minute changes aren't going to happen anymore.
All right, we got tons of information for you. Keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket, 248-539-9797. Your calls when we come back.
97.1 The Ticket.
Drive through McDonald's today and try one of McDonald's iconic Egg McMuffin sandwiches. Made with fresh cracked eggs every day. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Ever hear a gym advertise what you won't get when you sign up? Well, right now at Planet Fitness, for just $10 down and $10 a month, you'll get no lunks. You know, those big grunting guys who bench press small cars and drop the weights after every set. They can make workouts at other gyms and exercise and gym intimidation. But that's not all you won't get for just $10. You'll also get no critics, no egos, no hassles, and no gimmicks. What you will get is a clean, comfortable atmosphere with tons of the latest equipment in our judgment-free zone. Complete with unlimited fitness training, a friendly staff, and that's right, no lunks. You get all that for just $10 down and $10 a month. Plus, there's no commitment, so there's really no reason not to check out Planet Fitness. You can join at your local club or sign up online at planetfitness.com.
Join Planet Fitness now for just $10 down and $10 a month with no commitment. Hurry, offer ends Friday, April 10th at midnight.
Alan.
What?
Let's go.
Huh?
Aren't you going to get out of the car?
No, I'm good.
Are you out of your mind?
Oh, depends on who you ask. Look, I'm listening to the game on the radio.
You and your stupid games. Our reservation's for 7. We're already 5 minutes late. No, make that 6 minutes late.
So what?
So what? Do you know how lucky we were to get a reservation at this place? It's the hottest restaurant in the city.
That just means the portions are small. Look, the game's tied. The fourth quarter just started. I'm not moving till it's over.
But I'm starved.
Well, go in and eat. I don't care. Just bring me a doggy bag.
Ugh! There has to be a better way.
Love you. Oh, happy anniversary.
Now there is a better way. Listen to your local radio broadcast anywhere and everywhere for free with Next Radio, an incredible new smartphone app. And because it's not streaming, it doesn't eat up your data plan or drain your battery. Find out what the next generation of radio sounds and looks like at nextradioapp.com.
We're driving home from soccer practice, and it's pouring out. The truck next to me kicks up a puddle right onto our windshield. At that moment, I wasn't getting a second chance to choose the right wiper blades. That's why I always use Trico wipers. They're precision engineered to perform on my vehicle. Trico wiper blades came through for me, right when I needed it most.
Trico wiper blades are available at Meyer, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and Auto Value bumper-to-bumper stores. More information at wiperblades.com.
This is Dan Tullis, and I just called Joel Clark, one of Select Quote Insurance Services' term life agents.
Hi, Mr. Tullis.
Joel, how does Select Quote save you money on term life insurance?
Well, buying term life insurance is all about choosing the right company. Let's say you take antidepressants or you smoke. All insurance companies are going to price that differently. We'll impartially shop all the companies we represent to find you the best price.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. I just got a man, 40 years old, on cholesterol medication, a $500,000 policy with a highly rated insurance company. His price, $22 a month.
Call 1-800-919-8949 and see how affordable term life insurance can be. That's 1-800-919-8949. 1-800-919-8949. Or go to SelectQuote.com. We shop, you save. Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Remember when a small business needed a landline?
Today, the world is your office with Grasshopper, the entrepreneur's phone system. On the road, at the beach, or at home, Grasshopper helps you grow your business with all the features of a business phone system and the freedom of a cell phone. Features include multiple extensions for your team, calls forwarded to your mobile phones, voicemails transcribed and emailed, and so much more. See how it works at grasshopper.com. The entrepreneur's phone system.
Tomorrow, Jeff Rieger broadcasts live from the Joe Louis Arena Concourse by the Gordie Howe statue from 2 till the Wings game. He'll be there with the 97.1 The Ticket Street Team. For Wings tickets, go to DetroitRedWings.com. It all happens Monday. Grand Circus Park, starting at 10 a.m. 97.1 The Tickets, opening day block party. Fun, food, music, and cold beer. Don't have game tickets? Catch the game on our big screen. Brought to you by McDonald's, Labatt, and Ballpark Brand.
Tigers baseball.
He'll make the play unassisted.
2 days till opening day.
And the Tigers hang on.
On 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show, 946. Sort of a beautiful day out there. We got a lot happening here in Michigan. We got opening day on Monday. Red Wing hockey later in the day. They're going to break that losing streak they got going on.
Spartans.
Michigan State.
Spartans.
Just a little bit of a hoop game here at 6 o'clock. Pretty exciting
Come on,
stuff in
Cinderella.
Metro Detroit.
We got this.
Yeah, come on, baby. Let's
Sun
go.
is shining.
We got
Lots of
this,
homes
guys.
to buy. Hey, we take all your calls about mortgages and refinancing, whatever you need to hear about. 248-539-9797. Let's go out to Brighton. We've got Garrett with the refinance question. Thanks for calling in, Garrett. You're live on the ticket.
Hey, guys. Hey, yeah, I was curious. I've got a home I've been in for about 3 years now. Looking to possibly refinance, or I'm looking to redo the kitchen. So I was curious if there's any possible ways to refi and maybe get some money to do that, or a home equity loan, or what the best
absolutely,
way to
Garrett.
go about doing that would be.
What's the current balance on that mortgage?
I owe $89,000.
Okay.
It was a home pass, Fannie Mae loan, I believe.
Okay, perfect. And what's the house worth right now?
I haven't had it appraised. Just trying to get some information on how to get the process started.
Well, I mean, you
but
gotta
homes. I've been looking around, and homes are going for about, in my little tiny neighborhood, about 150, 160.
Oh,
Wow,
dude,
sure.
if you're at 160, let's go low. Say you're at 150, you can go up to 80% of the appraised value. So you can go to 120,000 right now. I mean, you're good to go. What rate are you paying right now on the current mortgage?
I think I'm at like 5.1.
I have great news, dude. If you're at 5.1 right now, we can lower the rate enough. It's going to offset the increased loan amount. So your payment's going to stay the same, and you're going to get the cash out to fix the kitchen.
Awesome.
It's a really, really easy transaction, Garrett. Give me about 20 minutes. I'll call after the show.
Oh, that'd be great.
And then
Appreciate it,
Alex
guys.
is coming over for dinner in the new kitchen.
Yeah, that sounds easy.
There you go.
Give me some time to put it in.
There you
got
go,
it.
brother.
Thanks, Garrett.
All right,
All right,
piece of
talk to you
cake.
later, man.
Yeah,
Thanks,
a lot of
man.
families out there have some built-in equity. Definitely, if you bought a house, and probably 2008 to 2012, you are probably sitting on a good chunk of equity now.
Well, Garrett's a smart dude, right? Because he's fixing up one of the 2 rooms that bring the most value back into a house.
Right.
Right? Kitchens and bathrooms, right, Nicole?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
That's what you want to do. Plus, you're going to use your kitchen.
I don't even know where the kitchen is in my house.
Yeah,
bro.
you have a great kitchen. That's a
I know.
sweet kitchen.
I know, but I don't even know what's in the drawers.
Well, find out
Honestly,
how much of
I
a
don't.
house you can
I don't think
afford.
anyone really knows everything that's in their kitchen
Do you,
drawer.
have, do you have that one drawer that's just junk
you
in the
just- it's
kitchen?
just-
No, I
Does
don't.
everyone
You
have
have
that one
your- yes,
junk drawer?
I have like
I don't
3.
know. I don't even know what's in those
I
drawers.
have a drawer
man.
that has like a tape measure, golf
Yep,
ball,
absolutely.
aspirin,
Like you just need a random
Paper
thing. You're
clip.
like, where is it?
the
All
time
right.
stick.
That's the key. How much of a house can you afford? It's fun and exciting to own a home. There's no doubt about that. It gives you a sense of stability. It's a lifestyle. I mean, it's pretty fun stuff. I mean, there's financial obligations that come around with the house, but definitely, I mean, it's a way of life. You definitely going to have a great roof over your head. Check out your ratios. Again, find out if you're self-employed, how much you qualify for. If you're newly self-employed, what it's going to take income-wise to go ahead and get yourself qualified. There's just some great opportunities out there. And again, if you've been renting for the last 3 or 4 years, you know that landlord, the rents keep going up and up and up. And it's probably just time to take a look at home ownership.
Absolutely.
We make it easy for you. All right, let's go to this call here. We got Mike out there in Melvindale. Good morning, Mike. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Morning,
Hey, Mike, what's happening?
Well, my question is this. I'm in active bankruptcy right now, and I got about a year left in the bankruptcy. Back in 08 and 09, I typical. I lost my job. The company I worked for closed, and the only way for me to hold on to my house after going into a modification with WAMU, and then it was bought by Chase, and then they didn't recognize the modification, and it basically showed me behind, and they were going to foreclose on me. So anyway, to keep the house, which we're going to stay in hopefully for forever, that's the objective. But I'm at like 6.8% interest on that JP Morgan Chase, and I'm just wondering if there's any way to refi while in active bankruptcy.
You really can't, dude. Is it an FHA mortgage right now?
I would believe so, yeah. It's through JP Morgan Chase now. They bought the mortgage from WAMU.
I can do it when you're out of bankruptcy, but you can't do it while you're in bankruptcy. Are you paying on the mortgage right now in your current?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's actually everything that was behind on it's current, and will come out of bankruptcy about this time next year.
Okay, so Mike, here's what we want to do. I'll work with you for a year until you get out of bankruptcy, but we want to start reestablishing our credit. So, take, a secured credit card, charge gas on it once a month. I want to reestablish your credit, reestablish a payment history. Obviously, I'm a local guy. You went through some tough times in 2008, 2009. You want to keep your house, which is outstanding. I applaud you for not being one of those guys that calls up and says, I walked away from
house.
it,
Right.
And I want to help you, definitely. That rate's obviously, it's way too high, but let's set you up to be successful down the road. And let's work together for a year. And this time next year, we'll refinance it, grind it out for another 12 months. And, we'll get you down, obviously, there's no chance rate's going to be at 6, 7, 8 next year. So, we'll get you down next year. Let's just do it to be successful, and we'll put a plan together for you.
Sounds good.
I will call after the show. I'll get your email address, take some information, and we'll stay in touch throughout the year and get it taken care of.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
Thanks
sir.
for the
Take
call,
care,
man. Appreciate it.
That's pretty easy stuff. Definitely get a plan together. It's all about a process and a plan. Learn the process, put the plan together. If you need to fix your credit up, we can help you.
Listen, what Alex has told him, you're setting him up for success, okay? It's not going to be an overnight thing. It's going to take time, but it will end up working out to his benefit, and that's that long-term plan for success.
All right, we got another call to sneak in real quick. We got Rico out there in Detroit. Rico, welcome to the show.
Rico, you there?
What's up?
All right, we lost him. That's okay. That's okay. No problem at all. Hey, be sure to call Capital Mortgage for the rest of the day and the rest of the weekend. I know that our staff is there all weekend long to get you that approval letter. Again, 1-800-LOW-RATE. Get a great low interest rate. Get the service you deserve. Just call 1-800-569-7283. You're definitely going to save a lot of money.
Did you grab the Oakland Press this morning?
Nobody got that.
Yes.
Did you see the man gets 30 years for faith-based mortgage scams?
Yes.
Mortgage scams are out there again.
The Detroit man was sentenced to 30 to 99 years in prison Thursday after pleading guilty to 7 felonies relating to a faith-based mortgage scam.
30 years isn't enough for me because this guy, this guy goes around telling everybody he's in the mortgage business.
The mortgage business.
I'm in the mortgage business. So that gives everybody a bad name. 30 years isn't long enough for stealing people's money, in my opinion. Okay, also, there are all these scams going on now. Last week alone, I got 3, and I showed Harvey this. I got 3 offers to extend credit to me.
Oh, I got a loan from I'll refinance some Capital Mortgage Funding.
Yes, on my house, on my house, which is our office, but they want to give me $150,000 on my house, which is my office.
Yeah, I got a letter.
Just sign here, $7,500
from Capital Mortgage Funding that I can get 2 1/8 on a 30-year fixed mortgage from Capital Mortgage.
People using our name out there. I wish the Attorney General could do something about it.
But then in the smallest print ever at the bottom of the letter, it says not Capital Mortgage Funding.
Right.
There's a lot of bad things out there. Again, it's a good consumer advocate show, and we're out there trying to tell people, look, beware. There's email scams out there. You're getting emails with some crazy stories. Folks, these are strangers. Be sure, again, if you have elderly people in your family, they could be taken advantage of. Maybe just younger people that don't know the ins and outs of everything.
Do not send money to people you don't know. Do not give your credit card information
Do not give your
social security number over the phone to people you don't know.
You didn't win the Nigerian lottery.
The Nigerian lotto scam is a scam, Harvey. You know
Do you know this?
Son of a gun. I thought I was a millionaire.
Okay, it's over. Do not send money to people you don't know.
Right. You have to send $1,000 to release the millions of dollars. No, these are all scams. Be careful out there. Definitely. Just use our last minute of the show up to tell people buyer beware. Get more professional people in your life. And again, if you're out there looking for homes, hire a professional real estate agent. They're going to show you the ins and outs.
If you've never heard of the company or you've never heard of the person, chances are it's a scam. Okay?
Absolutely.
We'll give you a resume, a dossier. We'll give you references. We'll give you here. In the words of Harvey Freed, Google us. Okay?
Just Google us.
Just Google us. All right? Seriously. And make a call.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Hey, real quick before we split. My buddy Steve Koki came to
Yeah,
the show one
Go
time.
Green.
Yeah. He was in Arizona last week.
Yeah.
And a little kid was in the pool. He fell up. He slipped off the side. He was holding on. He jumped in and saved him.
Oh, he
That's
saved
awesome.
someone.
My,
All right.
my buddy, man.
That's a good
So
story.
good props, man.
Love
I
it.
mean,
All right,
that's
we're going to
awesome.
send out a good luck to Michigan State. They got hoops coming up at 6 o'clock. Red Wings later today.
Happy Easter. Happy
Happy
Pesach,
Easter.
everybody.
Go
Let's
State.
do it.
Pat
Go
Caputo
Green.
coming up with sports and social commentary. For Nicole Moscow, Remax Classic. Thanks for coming in. Harry Glanz, Alex
you.
Lucy. I'm Harvey Free. We'll see you next Saturday.
The preceding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Lose 20 to 45 pounds in 40 days guaranteed with the Nutrimost Ultimate Weight Loss System. Say goodbye to fad diets and exhausting workouts. The Nutrimost system permanently resets your body's metabolism to its optimal fat-burning state, so you'll lose weight and keep it off for good. No hunger, no nighttime cravings, and no bland prepackaged food. Call 800-IDEAL-U now to schedule your full body evaluation. Call 800-IDEAL-U right now.
You know the symptoms of a heart attack. You know the symptoms of the flu. But do you know the symptoms of a gambling problem? Probably not. If you think you might have a gambling problem, ask yourself these questions. Have you ever borrowed money or neglected paying bills in order to gamble? Have you tried to cut back or stop gambling and failed?